And welcome everybody to the Maryland Classic. My name's Tim Baggers, joined by JP Edwards for this quarterfinal match between world number one Paula Longoria and Colombian Cristina Amaya. JP, Cristina played really well yesterday, defeating Maciel Rivera from Bolivia in 2 straight. But it's a different test today. Can she do it?
Yeah, you know, she's struggled playing Longoria in the past. Longoria is actually 12-0 against Cristina Amaya. And out of those 12 matchups, 10 of them have been quarterfinals. So this is the 11th time that they're meeting in a quarterfinal matchup. Cristina Amaya has never forced a tiebreaker against Longoria, and she's never even forced a 4th game when the tour was in a 5-game format. So Longoria has proved her dominance in this matchup.
So the challenge then really is to, look, I've got to overcome this, right?
Yeah.
I've got to forget all of the past, focus on the record right now, which is 0-0.
Exactly.
And maybe learn a little bit from what happened, try to find some kind of chink in the armor of somebody who's dominated for so many years. But, I mean, let's face it, we're talking about somebody who has won time and time and time again so many tournament victories, so many titles. It's a tall order.
Yeah, and Paula Longoria has the highest win percentage on tour at an astounding 95%.
It's crazy.
So 95% of the time that she steps foot on the court in a tour matchup, she is going to win. Which is that's an incredible statistic there. That's got to be a feat. But the important thing for Amaya to remember in this matchup is to play the ball, don't play the person. The ball is still going to work the same way. The court is still going to be the same size. The racket is still going to swing at the same way. So she just has to remember to play her game.
Well, Cristina is joined by Colombian teammate Sebastian Franco, who showed up with his family, and I talked to him just before this match and said he wants to be here and help her. Maybe that gives her a little bit of confidence, a little bit of support. Let's find out. Amaya serving. It's 0-0. Amaya was ambitious on that one. She put it into the floor.
And although she skipped that one, I like the way that she has come out in an aggressive way. She's going to have to take some risky shots, some low percentage shots like that if she wants to defeat Paola Longoria.
I agree with you. Paola is definitely the most consistent player on tour. She has good shot selection. She moves very well. I'm surprised she didn't ask for... I would have had my hand up. It looked like she was screened.
I agree. And one thing that sets Paola Longoria apart from everybody else on tour is we talk about these players and their strengths. Some players play fast, some play controlled, some are athletic, some have power. Longoria is a combination of the best of all of those. She has the power, but she can play controlled. She can play fast. She can play slower. She has the athleticism, so that's what makes her so tough to beat.
Skip ball, Amaya. Amaya has played a lot of squash. She was ranked in Colombia, and you'll see that in some of her swings. She uses a lot of wrist, and that was an example. Sometimes it doesn't work in her favor. In doubles, for example, it really does because she has those hands. Great shot that time.
And those are the shots that we're really going to need to see from the Colombian if she's going to want to push Longoria in this matchup. She's going to have to take some risky, low percentage shots.
That's a smart shot from Amaya. 3-shot rally, loose return down the middle. Amaya guides it down the right side. Both players decided to wear purple. Makes it a little more confusing for people not familiar with these two players.
Good jam serve there from Amaya. Just putting some points on the board.
Make that 3. Amaya loves the splats and pinches. Tried to be a little cute with the boast. It stayed up. Longoria says, thanks, I'll take the side out. Oh, there's the example of Amaya trying to do a little guided touch. Longoria was very aggressive up there. Amaya, you could see just trying to guide it into the right corner. Didn't work. 3 serving 3. Snap of the wrist from the Colombian, earns the side out. Good start for her. We talked about, you know, being the underdog, the 8th seed. Hey, you made it to the quarterfinals. That's where you're supposed to be. But she has to get one better.
Yeah, and she's used to playing Paola Longoria in the quarterfinals. For the past since 2011, she has played Paola at least one time on tour. So this isn't necessarily a new matchup for her, but she is 0-12 against Longoria.
Pass down the right side from Longoria. Longoria fairly calm in most matches. And an ace serve from Longoria. Look at that. Perfect into the left corner.
That was very textbook. 2 bounces straight into the corner.
Longoria stands from that position and hits cross court most times. Will slide one to the right. Every now and again, you'll see a jam too. And that's where you talked about the aggression from Amaya. You've got to choose when to be aggressive.
Yeah, you definitely have to play smart. She came out playing pretty well, 3 points on the board, but Longoria is picking up some momentum now, and I think she's just outplaying Amaya with the shots that she's selecting. Good control there.
Loose serve from Amaya. Longoria says, okay, forehand side, I'll take that. Side out. If you're just joining us, thanks so much for watching. More matches coming up today, including the semifinals of singles and doubles later this afternoon and evening. Ace serve from Longoria, just over the short serve line. Look at this. Perfect. Makes it so easy when you can get a couple, 2, 3, 4 unreturned serves when you're playing to 15.
And again, just what you would expect from world number 1, Longoria. Serve return kill, just drives it down that forehand side.
5 points in a row for Longoria, JP. I would have been thinking about let's change the momentum with a timeout.
I agree 100%. She needs to refocus, resettle. Like we said, she came out well, scored 3 points, but now Longoria is taking control of the match and gaining momentum.
That's tough. Snap of the wrist from Amaya. She's muttering to herself in the service box. Let's see what she comes up with for a serve. You just missed it on your screen, but Longoria not happy with the sidewall. And she won't be happy with the back wall. Ace serve from Amaya as it slides down the left side.
And this is a good shift in momentum. 2 quick points, closes the gap to 3. She's going to need to continue this really good serving. Another point.
Another 3-shot rally, and I think this is where Amaya will win points. You don't want to get into a rally with Longoria. She's too consistent. Tried the jam.
But now we're seeing Amaya gain a little bit of confidence. You can tell in her disposition, in her, the way she's playing, she's built a little bit of confidence up, and now she's ready to go on a run. Loses the ball there. Longoria back in the box.
Oh, nicely done.
Great recovery.
Look at the footwork to get in position. Wasn't a bad serve, but Amaya got up there quickly and used those wrists. Right now, points are being won from this serve. Whoever has the best serve right now is winning the points.
And we're not seeing very long rallies. The players are doing a good job of putting the ball away quickly. Lots of side outs.
Again, I think that's where Amaya can run a little bit more into Longoria and say, hey, you know what? I think I could get a better shot if Longoria wasn't standing there.
Yeah, I agree. She's got to use that to her advantage.
At least ask the referee to start thinking about it. That looked like a very unusual bounce off the ceiling. It went sideways, but...
So now that the LPRT has switched formats in ruling, there are court hinders. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Referee can call a court hinder at any point for any reason where the ball deviates. Wet ball.
Exactly. Ceiling, if it comes off
door
a light.
handle, yep. Nicely done from Amaya. And I like that rule change, by the way, because it stops some of the, unfortunate bounces where it's obviously, look, there's a fire hydrant or something, and, oh, sorry, there's no court hinders.
Right, and for the racquetball fans who watch, all the different tours have their own, you follow different guidelines. So you may be watching one tour and they don't call court hinders. Some tours may call court hinders. Each tour uses a different set of guidelines, and I believe the LPRT goes by the IRF rulebook, which is new this season.
That's correct. So players have 2 timeouts. Longoria shouldn't be hitting the ball after the rally. She knows. She got a technical in Chicago for her on-court activities.
That's right.
In actual fact, it calmed her down, and she played much better after that.
And yesterday, I got to chat with head referee Maria Renee Rodriguez, and she was telling us about how she goes back and she reads the rule books very carefully. She watches film from the matches, from the controversial calls.
Amaya, she went for too much in that situation. It's a free point for Longoria. 11-6. Great serve. Ooh, that was close.
It was very close.
A little slow, Longoria.
Yeah, I think she wasn't necessarily expecting Amaya to move up and take that shot in the way that she did.
So we are going to get a timeout on the court. It's taken by Amaya. We'll take a short break as we regroup. Amaya's going to have a little chat with Franco, who's here watching on. We'll be back in just a second. We're back in, everybody. Amaya took the timeout, had a little chat. Let's see if it helps. She's serving. Just short. Amaya recently moved to Mexico to train in Chihuahua, as did Carla Munoz. There's several LPRT players living in Mexico and training there. But she pulled up on that shot, went for the splat, but didn't stay low, and Longoria earns the side out.
Unlike the match we had earlier between Vargas and Enriquez, we're not seeing a lot of variability in the players serving. Most of the serves have been drive serves or jam serves on that backhand side, but it seems to be working well for Longoria. Good hustle, pickup. Can't get to that one.
Great effort from Amaya to stay in that rally, but it was all Longoria controlling her opponent, pushing her around the court. And you can see Longoria goes left. Amaya was looking right. Great serve from Longoria. Game point number 1. Skip ball, just a little short. Longoria is not going to be too upset with that. It was the right shot. She was very close. It's game point.
Well, there's so many reasons why Longoria is the best in the world. A very important reason, she stays focused. She fights for every point. Shots like that don't usually phase her.
Amaya really stepped into that one.
Very aggressive, good shot. Staying on that left-hand side, I'm not sure if we've seen a serve to the forehand quite yet.
Oh my goodness. Amaya got so lucky. I'm not sure that, I'm pretty sure she wasn't trying that, but it hit the wall and went right.
Yeah,
slid down the wall. She gets another point, 8-14.
So that's 3 fault serves in a row. Goes with a half lob. It's the backhand side.
That's tough. Excellent splat winner from Amaya. I mentioned how good she is with her hands. She likes the splats. She likes the pinches. So we have a timeout on the court, JP.
Yeah, 3 points in a row for Amaya. She's gaining some momentum, playing well. She's hitting aggressive shots. We've seen some pinches, a reverse pinch and a splat from the backhand side. So I think that's a good timeout for Longoria to refocus. Many people think that 15th point is the hardest one to earn.
And you can see just on the bottom of your screen on the left, Longoria standing there on her phone, no doubt getting some instruction from her coach, Fran Davis, no doubt watching. And it's a great example of how technology can help you when you're here and your coach isn't.
Yeah, Fran Davis, I'm sure, watching, gets to see all the angles of the match that's going on, which is very beneficial for her and Paola Longoria.
So Longoria had game point. She skipped it. Amaya's won 3 points in a row. Let's see if that momentum continues, or does Longoria get back in the service box? Does the timeout work in her favor? There it is. Smart shot down the line.
So game point opportunity number 2 for Longoria. And that'll do it.
Well, it wasn't the greatest rally to win a game, but Longoria will take it. As I said, the longer the rally goes on, the more likely she is going to take this rally, this point. We'll take a break. They have 2 minutes, the players. We'll see what Amaya does, and we'll come back for game number 2.
Hey, have you met us? We are the Women's Senior Masters Racquetball Association. We are in our 4th decade of promoting racquetball as the sport of a lifetime. Who are our members? Women 35 to 100 who love to compete while having fun and making lasting friendships. Once a year in January, we have a tournament, banquet, and fundraiser. No more one and done. For top level or intermediate skills, we have all round robin events in 5-year age increments. Singles and doubles lovers will find their perfect division. Check us out online or enter today.
Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, JP Edwards joining you for game number 2. Longoria had a game point. She didn't take it. Amaya won a few points. Longoria took the timeout, came back in, finished the game. And we resume game 2 with a broken ball. We'll have a replay.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed at the end of that first game with Amaya. Paola Longoria had game point. She stayed calm. Amaya got in the box, scored 3 points in a row, was going on a little bit of a run, which, even though she lost the first game, was good because it allowed her to build momentum and confidence heading into the second game. Great serve.
That's the ball that you just want Amaya, go get it. Hit the floor, get that. And just not quite able to pick that up.
Yeah, just barely out of her reach.
So Longoria strikes first. Amaya deep on the right side, went for everything and put it into the floor. Longoria actually stayed on the court during the break. Interesting, normally she comes out, has the break like everyone else, but obviously working on some things, still not happy with the way she plays, and guess what? That's what makes her so good.
I think she made a lot of adjustments in game 1, still getting used to the court, getting used to playing here. I'm sure that she has her coach watching, so I think she's still just adjusting and trying a couple different things to see what works best.
That's a tough shot from Amaya. Forehand pinch winner. Amaya was on her phone during the break, getting some instruction from somebody.
Unable to make that one reach the front wall.
And you can see the way that Amaya's walking back, right? She's muttering to herself, head down. She's got to stay positive.
Yeah, and again, Longoria is going to sense that. She sees it, and she goes down the line with a great serve, scores another point.
Longoria mixing up her serve. You'll see her make small adjustments in where she stands. Earlier, she was a little bit further over to the right, and she moved closer to the middle. That is an outstanding shot. Difficult to execute, requires a lot of confidence.
Yeah, that's a great shot, and I like Amaya taking those shots a little bit riskier, but it's building her confidence, and she really needed the side out.
I think that was a good shot, a good serve. Well, Longoria doesn't like it. You heard what she said. What? But I agree with the official. I think that was a good serve, too. And Longoria, you can see, says, yeah, that one was good.
2 quick points on the board with 2 great serves. And another one. Longoria is going to be able to get to this one. Good pickup.
Smart from Longoria, straight down the line.
Clean rally there from Longoria. Goes to the Z serve to the forehand side, gets a serve return kill.
Too good from Longoria. Another 3-shot rally. Six serving 2. And another 3-shot rally.
Longoria, I think, has found her groove. She's
Yeah.
adjusted to the court. She's adjusted to who she's playing against. She's found something that works, and you can see on the score a couple points now in a row building up over and over again. The one thing that I really like is she's keeping it different. She's not trying the same thing over and over again. She's trying different serves and different winners in the 3-shot rallies.
That's a smart shot. Look how Amaya waited for the ball to drop, pushing Longoria over to the left side. Longoria knows she can't get that ball back.
That's great court control.
But Amaya skipped that one.
She really needs to take advantage of those opportunities when she's in the box and she has a setup off the back wall.
Wow, I want to see that serve again. Excellent serve, the jam serve. Amaya, in the first game, put that ball down. This time, not fast enough to catch up with it.
Short serve is called, I believe. Second serve.
I don't know. I think Longoria thinks it's a point. Well, it does. I mean, Amaya skipped it, but it would have been interesting had she hit a short serve on that one. I rarely see her drive serve a second serve. 9-2. No timeouts taken by the Colombian. And it's just getting away from her.
You can kind of start to see it in her body language a little bit. I would have liked to see her take that shot. That's tough.
Well, it would be a tough shot to take. Oh my. Longoria puts it down in the middle of the court. Quick footwork to get there. Another point.
So 2 shots there from Amaya. that are above the 4-foot line. They're coming off the back wall, allowing Paola Longoria to get good court positioning and take the shot that she wants to take. Lots of activity building up in the club here in Laurel, Maryland. Amateurs playing all day. We've got the pros playing singles and doubles.
Smart shot from Amaya. She needs more of that. And she's talking to herself. She just cut that ball. That's a squash shot, right? That little drop shot. Ball kisses the right side wall and dies. Good serve. And she does it again.
That's really good change of pace for Amaya. She needs to control the game now. 3 serving 11.
Four serving 11. Unreturned serve from Amaya. Amaya scrambling forward to the right side. I thought she was going to get that ball back. She didn't. Side out, 4 points away, the world #1 from a place in the semifinals. She'll be taking on either USA's Ronda Racich or Mexico's Alexandra Herrera. That's going on behind us right now. In our other semifinal, Vargas, the 2 seed from Argentina, taking on Mendez, the 6 seed. That will be Argentina. You should watch that match. It's always interesting when those two play each other. 2 doubles partners playing each other. I hope you watch that. That's scheduled for 5 p.m. Eastern. It'll be our next match after this one.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that match. 2 great players. I think Natalia is playing very well this tournament, but we saw Vargas earlier. She's so dominant on the court.
Brings up match point #1 for Longoria. She's raced away with this second game.
Yeah, the main difference that we've seen in the second game is that Longoria is just so much more comfortable.
And Amaya skips it in. Longoria claims it just like that. And the second game, especially, JP, turned into a bit of a rout.
Yeah, Longoria got comfortable. We talked about her getting used to the courts, getting used to the way the ball bounces, getting used to her opponent. She made the right adjustments. She looked so much more comfortable, a lot less frustrated than in the first game, and just ran away with the game.
Well, and I would go back to that timeout she took, right?
Yeah.
She had the game point. She didn't take it. Amaya scored 3 points in a row. Longoria took the timeout. And from then on, she just settled down and really played the way we know she can.
And for most of those points when she was on the run there, it was just serve, return, kill. She would mix up the serve, she would get a bad return, and she would put it away with a different shot every time. Using that variability just really helped her to push the points up.
Well, congratulations to Longoria for advancing to the semifinals. Guess what? We'll be back at 5 p.m. Eastern, where we'll be seeing Vargas and Mendez, Argentina versus Argentina. Those two have battled each other. It was really close last time, but Vargas has the head-to-head record. We'll see if Mendez can cause the upset. 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. We've got a lot of action tonight. JP, thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you later this evening. We hope we will see you too.
Gearbox.